background, we've been left a hell of a legacy from apartheid. The townships had very little infrastructure. Some of the townships had no infrastructure. So after 2000, the year 2000, we had to incorporate these townships within the main city of Durban, and it became our responsibility to then service pressure high to middle income earners that can afford that. Generally, the connection fee is around about 3,000 rand per connection. You can do the conversion. The rand is 11 rands to a euro. The semi-pressure or roof tank, low income, their connection fee is 500 rand. The yard tank or the yard tap to rural dwelling, that is given to basic water and sanitation, and they're free of charge. The flow limiters, where it's installed onto defaulters who don't pay the water bill. Water dispensers to informal settlement. We've got large sector of informal settlement. There's about plus minus 200,000 informal dwellings occupied by close on to 800,000 people. We've started introducing ablution blocks to the informal settlements to address their water and sanitation delivery. This shows the map of a head of 2.5 meters, and this 2.5 meters of low pressure then reduces the impact on washers and cavitation in the taps, thus reduces leaks. The 200-liter tank, 200 liter per household, these tanks were provided to the rural areas as basic water. What happens here is that we use an electronic timing device. The electronic timing device switches on at 12 midnight and shuts off at 2 in the morning. So within that period, the tanks will fill up in the rural areas. This, what it does is, it reduces the capacity of our main reservoirs in the urban areas. This unit here is a unit that we installed for the defaulters. If you'll see, that's the meter there, and below the meter is a restrictor. That restrictor is a computer device. That computer device then allows only 200 liters of water to pass through. So if a defaulter doesn't pay his bill, we're going to install this here. We give him a lifeline free of charge. That is an informal dwelling, and you can see at the corner there is a water dispenser or a standpipe. This is typical installation. Here we've moved over from the standpipe to look at the water dispenser, which is effort driven. What we are finding is when we provided the tap was left open and the water was running. So we provided the effort driven water dispenser to avoid the opening of the tap and letting the water run. Very good concept. It's based on the Ecosan technology. It's called the urine diversion. At the back of the urine diversion is 2 valves. The urine diversion technology basically is the separation of urine from feces. The feces is allowed to go into the vault and then decompose. By the decomposing process, it destroys the pathogens. What happens when a person sits on the toilet? The front chamber there is used for urinating, and the back chamber is then used to fill the vault. Along the wall there is a urinal for the males to use. What happens in this process here is once the first vault pulls up, we'll then take the pedestal and move it over to the second vault. Use that cap to close up the first vault. And 12 months later, when the second vault is full, we will then remove the contents of the first vault and then change over the pedestal to the first chamber. So this process goes on. Important thing about the urine diversion toilet, what it helps is that it relieves the municipality of maintenance. There's no maintenance because the householder now becomes responsible for the operation and maintenance of the structure. The back here, you can see the back covers that could be easily removed. We have installed about 80,000 of these, and we've got almost 90% success in terms of usage of the toilet. factors influencing choice. The water and sanitation delivered package, cost effective, education delivery. Each household receives 200 litres where they can use for washing and the toilet. Pit latrine evacuation, major challenge.